Good morning, everybody. Whether you're on the East Coast, West Coast, or around the world, this is Coast to Coast. Got Cam in the house. What's happening, man?
What's up, boss? How you doing?
Oh, doing all right. We got to see a win. We got to see a win the other day. How about
that? How about that? Huh? How about that? And they had some decent gameplay. And then Dom, they asked, what do you attribute the win to? And Dom says, we're fed up. We just had enough of losing.
I'm
sometimes that's all it takes, right?
Hey, sometimes you just got to get in there and be like, hey, no more. And
right.
I can appreciate that. I mean, they were playing fast, especially right from the rip, right? I mean, they came out, they were running up and down the floor. They weren't exactly dropping the shots, but they were creating opportunities and a lot of turnovers, right? Like they were able to get a lot of turnovers in that first half. So I'll put it this way. They were playing some inspired basketball in that first half.
Yeah. No, it was nice to see the things come together. I've been complaining about. I've been hearing we're close. We're almost there. We're at the finish line. I've been hearing that for weeks, and it's kind of been irking me because.
Let's be real. You've been complaining since game 2.
Well, I couldn't complain about them talking about we're close, but we've been hearing we're close for the last 10 weeks, and all of them are L's. Sure. And so I thought that we've been close was kind of coming off as, what do they call it? Moral victories, and I'm glad they actually got a legit victory
for sure.
So.
Well, and you know me, I'm not a big fan of moral victories. Like go get the dub, right? Now you can appreciate areas of the game that they're improving, but an L's an L at the end of the day, right? So
exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
that was my whole premise right there. But yeah, that the playoff times is going to be hot. Like I think in the W, there's so many. Sophie Cunningham is actually accurate. I don't know if you guys talked about Sophie Cunningham, but when she says there's so much to talk about the WNBA, there is legitimately a lot to talk about with the WNBA.
Oh, there is. I mean, we've had
on the court
in the last 2 weeks, we've had 2 shows that basically dedicated to the W at this point. Whether it was on the court and off the court. So yeah, I mean, there is a ton to talk about for sure.
Yeah. There's a ton to talk about, but we got the NFL right around the corner.
I mean, yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, preseason actually starts tomorrow.
How did you guys feel? Preseason starts tomorrow. Usually we give preseason about a 2 series packs before you go start doing other stuff. Did you guys actually watch the preseason game last game? I watched the first quarter, and I came back and watched the fourth quarter, and wasn't thinking preseason football. I mean, obviously the only thing that tipped it off is what we're watching third and fourth stringers. But I wasn't thinking preseason football as we're watching the game. Was that on your mind, Pax?
I actually enjoyed that the game. I watched the first half. I did not watch the second half. But it was a good game. It was like I was telling everybody, hey, listen, take the under because preseason games stink, and I was wrong.
How about that? It was a good game. I commend those men for getting after it because I thought it was a good game, and I hope it's a precursor to the season that we're going to have. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I watched the entirety of that game. It came down to the last snap. I mean, I don't know how much more you wanted for it. Now, do I expect to see a lot of preseason games like that? No.
It was a rarity. It was a rarity. That was actually a really good game, and you missed a heck of a fourth quarter there, Pax.
For sure.
What do we on come Christmas Day?
Wait. I I even made a graphic for this.
Oh man.
Oh, here we go. Ratings, bully, and Christmas. And
Christmas time is here.
Come on, don't hurt our ears, man. It's too early for that.
But yeah. So here's the thing. There's a lot of tradition about the NBA owning Christmas Day, right?
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of tradition about the NBA.
There was. We're dumping a lot of traditions over the last few years. So when it comes to sports, whether professional, college, whatever, right?
That's a good way to talk about that because some things don't stay the same.
They definitely don't, and they haven't over the last 5 years, really. So this one, before we get into it being traditionally the NBA's day and all of that, Netflix games have averaged 19.9 to I think it was 24 million views. Christmas Day NBA games have averaged 5.5 million views per game. So from a pure business side of it, this makes all the sense in the world.
I have a problem with it.
Sure.
My problem is Christmas Eve.
Mr.
Because my problem is Christmas Eve at 8:00 at night. They got the Eagles playing at home, and
get some sleep in. Get some sleep that week, big fella.
Well, it's not a matter of sleep is the problem. I mean, it is Christmas Eve. I mean, This is this is where I have a problem with the NFL, and ultimately, this is going to start to create. I know that they print money, and I know that right now there is nothing else on television that compares to the NFL.
Yeah.
But if you want to keep pushing that envelope, eventually the envelope falls off the desk.
Sure.
I
mean, the thing is
go ahead.
Even if it falls off, your next best ratings getter is a long way off.
Well, and so the problem becomes the NFL is where I make my money. Yep. And so I can't question it. I can't argue with it. It is exactly where I make my money. It's like working part-time. It's like working part-time the rest of the season, but the NFL is my moneymaker. And to put a home game, to put any game on Christmas Eve at 8:00 at night, listen, I got kids. You know what I mean? And it's a
Thursday night game. It's a Thursday night game. What is your complaint? I'm not going to allow you to make this complaint here.
It's a Wednesday game.
There you go. It's a Wednesday game. It's a Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve is Wednesday.
I thought
Christmas is on Thursday.
I thought Christmas was on Friday.
Yeah. So I have a Wednesday night game on Christmas Eve. You know, it's there are people that go to church. There are people that
Christmas is on Friday, fellas. Christmas Eve is Thursday night.
Is it?
Do we have a calendar? Do we have a calendar that works?
Well, I just looked at mine. I don't know about you guys, but I just looked at mine. So there's been a Thursday night football game for the last 5 years. Your complaint is a Thursday night game? What is your complaint?
It's Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve.
You don't want
Christmas
football
Eve.
On Christmas Eve? You don't want no football?
No football on Christmas Eve. No football on Christmas Eve.
So you're complaining that you have to work on Christmas Eve. That's your complaint.
That is my complaint.
Okay. Well,
I am complaining.
Sorry to hear that. sorry about that.
I don't know. You may not be a real man that actually does all of his Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve. So that's how I do my Christmas shopping. I do my Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve, like most men do.
And Cam has left the chat.
So yeah. Welcome back, Cam.
and left the chat.
But I do most of my I do all of my Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve. That's when I do it. I've done this for
Amazon
years.
Now there's Amazon. You can shop today for Christmas. You don't have to wait till Christmas Eve.
He's saying he doesn't.
Because I'm a man. Because I'm a man, I wait till Christmas Eve. That's what happens.
Well, that's your fault. You can't wait till Christmas Eve this year. You're gonna have to change your routine.
Well, you are correct.
In the morning.
So yeah, well, it's the NFL's power. I mean, you put the graphic up a moment ago. They just take over. They just literally taken over the NBA's day, literally taking it over. Because who on Christmas Day? I mean, I don't know. Some people apparently won't be tuning in on Christmas Eve because they're busy. But on Christmas Day, we're talking about here. We're gonna have. Are you watching Victor Wembanyama?
No.
Or
I'm watching.
No, I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be watching the King.
The King. So
yeah, LeBron James is going up against the Lakers.
No, they're playing Boston. They're playing Boston that game. Or excuse me.
They did.
No, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. You're right. They're playing.
The Sixers and the Lakers are playing.
The Sixers and the Lakers.
Just like they're opening up the season against the Knicks. They said the Sixers are the team. They are the NBA. No. The Sixers right now. And they said that they are the NBA. Hey, listen, Silver said it. Silver said it.
I'm not sure.
They are the NBA.
I'm not sure.
They are the NBA, and we had to wait until LeBron said that he was going to Philadelphia. And now that he said that he was going to Philadelphia, we changed our whole schedule to make sure that, hey, the Sixers start off with the Knicks, and they will be the premier game on Christmas. And they will beat all of the NFL ratings. The Sixers versus the Lakers.
Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos, you're watching the Sixers. Buffalo Bills versus Denver Broncos, you're watching Sixers.
Sixers.
I'm watching football.
I'll be watching the NFL. I'll be watching the NFL for certain. I don't even think OKC and the Timberwolves, you got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Anthony Edwards on TV.
Hey, listen, if I wanted to watch the night before Christmas where everybody's asleep in their beds or like laying down in their beds or jumping in their beds at all the time, because that's what I feel like, SGA is doing all the time. He's like just flopping and it should just be a mattress down there. So
cut it out. SGA or Anthony Edwards versus the Rams and the Seahawks, the NFC Championship. Which one you tuning into, Bo?
It wouldn't matter what basketball game was going on. I'm going to be watching the NFL.
I mean, that's the NBA.
It wouldn't matter what basketball game is on. He would watch actually NCAA. For that.
Honestly, yeah, probably.
Well, that says something about you, Bo.
Yeah. Because the NBA let our team leave. And so I, in the back of my mind, have a middle finger for him.
That's what I was saying. He's watching the putt-putt national championships.
Rather than what are we doing?
I left this place 15, 17 years before they did, so I can't be too upset with them. And then plus, man, the guy gives you $50 million just to consider getting on a plane and coming down here. I think most people is going to take that money as well. I think most people is going to do that.
If I was offered $50 million to watch the NBA, I'd power through. Yeah. But they didn't. And so I'm going to watch something I want to see.
But you talking about a middle finger to the NBA. That's what Goodell just gave them, the middle finger. Because I don't think, Pags, to your point, Pags, to your point, Pags, I don't think I'll be interested to see what the ratings look like from the Buffalo Denver Broncos that start at 4:30 and the 76ers and the Lakers that start at 5 o'clock.
The NFL is going to dominate because they put some very real games on that. Like if it was
that day they
versus
did,
the Saints, or if it was the Jets and the Browns, or what, like people are going to be watching basketball, right? But you're talking about high caliber games. People are going to watch the NFL, and it's because this is their first time bullying them out of their own day. So
they've been on this day before. They've been on this day,
but they're really pushing it this year is the thing. And so this is the NFL takeover of Christmas Day. And I mean, I'm not mad at it.
It's good for sports fans. I mean, some of us with no kids and who don't have to do much Christmas shopping can just enjoy football and enjoy American sports packs without, without sitting home frustrated about cooking Christmas dinner.
And to be fair, a lot of people that do have kids aren't going to the game, so it doesn't matter. And they're just going to have it in the background because they have family over and they don't actually want to talk to them.
There you go. So it's good to have something on, huh?
See, that's what I'm saying.
Good to have something on all day long.
Well, I heard the W is going to also have, the Storm playing that day since they don't have basketball in Seattle. So you guys will have to go to work to watch the Storm go up against the Valkyries on Christmas Day, because that's going to be
a game.
somebody sounds salty. My goodness.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Hey, listen. Wow. It must be all the corn out here.
I mean, geez whiz.
Yeah.
I woke up to tornado warnings this morning.
Yes,
LeBron didn't fix that for you guys. LeBron he can't protect you guys.
No, I'm in Iowa. I'm in Iowa.
Oh, what's going on in
He's
Iowa?
At the Field of Dreams.
The Field of Dreams. Tomorrow night, the Philadelphia Phillies take on the Minnesota Twins at the Field of Dreams.
Okay.
And if it makes
you
feel
been there before?
Never.
Have you been there before? This is your first time?
My first time.
Are you there?
This is my first time ever in Iowa. It's only one game.
It's only one game? So they're only playing one game? It's not a series that they play?
Well, no, they go back to Minnesota.
Oh. Okay.
But I'm not going. I'm not taking the trip to Minnesota. I'm just here in Iowa.
So if it makes you feel better, I may have to work that Christmas Eve anyway, and without it being the Storm, because their season will long since be over, since we are 9 games away from that. But because my Pick'em show might actually be picked up by Angel of the Winds Casino, I might be doing it from there. And if that's the case, then I would end up being there for Thursday Night Football, and that would still be Christmas Eve. So might have to do that.
Oh my goodness, you guys are complaining. You guys sound like when I was covering sports in Los Angeles. I don't like to do this, but the Christmas Day games was a thing. Was a thing. The teams wanted to play on Christmas Day because obviously they get extra eyeballs. The only people I heard complaining about working on Christmas Day was the staffers for the PR teams. That was the only person I heard, and I respect them because
stadium personnel. Stadium personnel didn't want to be there either.
Yeah, stadium personnel. That's the extra check, so they want to come. And there's something going back to pre-COVID. A lot of them do, because if they don't work, you don't eat. So that's an extra paycheck. And this is some pre-COVID or after COVID that I didn't even consider. Though a lot of stadium workers, they're only working the day of the game. They're not on a salary. They're not exempt. They only work those game days. And so that when the game days aren't happening, they're not getting paid. They're not getting paid. So that's your owner out in Philly. I actually got a chance to talk to Harris. He did something really special for the 76ers and for the 76ers home employees, game day employees, and the New Jersey Generals game day employees. He paid them he paid them what they would have earned, even though there weren't games. That was really commendable because, again, as I mentioned, Those guys hinge on.
I love that
on those big days.
he just put in a USFL team from back in the 80s. He just named the New Jersey Generals. They're the Devils, is who the Harris Group opens. But I appreciate the fact that you just announced the New Jersey Generals.
Oh, my
That's
bad.
what they were.
I said the Devils. I thought I was thinking the Devils. I bet.
You said the Generals though, and I appreciate
I meant the Devils. I meant the Devils. I meant the Jersey Devils. Joe Harris or Josh Harris owns
Josh Harris.
Devils. He owns the Devils, right?
He owns the Devils. He owns the Sixers. He owns the Washington Commanders.
I had it right. I'm sorry. I meant the Generals. I meant the Devils. But that was.
I had to call it out. I had to announce it that hey, listen. It's been a long time since I've heard anything from the New Jersey Generals.
Yeah, well, that was our guy. That was our current administration leader. That was his foray into football ownership. Right?
It was. That was his team.
Didn't he get ran out of? Didn't he get ran out of there too? No, that's a different conversation. Guys, they announced. Are you guys in agreement? First, let me ask you guys this: what do you guys think of the McConnell is the coach in Minnesota, right? Kevin McConnell. Do I have that correct? Is he a quarterback whisperer in you guys' opinion?
I mean, he's had success. I don't know if I'd go as far as everything he's ever touched is going to, being as we've seen a lot of quarterbacks there. So
I don't know if he was whispering. I don't think JJ McCarthy was hearing him very much. I think he needed to yell a little bit louder.
Okay, so I asked that because I thought he was getting credit for being a quarterback whisperer. And obviously JJ. I don't think JJ just worked out. But now he's going with Kyler Murray. Do you guys agree with the decision of Kyler Murray? I thought that was a easy decision to make. A veteran quarterback. Some people don't respect what Kyler Murray brings to the squad. I get that, but a veteran quarterback versus a second-year guy who apparently still isn't getting it. I thought that was an easy decision. Do you guys agree with McConnell taking?
I mean, it looks
Murray
like
over McCarthy.
It looks like what you've seen out of JJ made this an easy decision. For them to announce it now is that's pretty telling, right? So yeah, and of course you get Kyler for nothing, right?
Yeah.
And you also have at this point a veteran team, right? All these guys have been there for a few years. This is your window to do something. So yeah, I would absolutely say, hey, Kyler, let's see if we can do it with you, because we know what we have with JJ, and it's generally inaccurate passes.
You do.
Yeah. Right. So, I mean, this is the right call. And of course, to his point, like, we need him to have every rep possible with this team. So, yeah, I'm not mad at it. You got to try and win with your squad, because you're going to start losing players.
I don't have the Vikings winning their division, but I have them competing for a final NFC playoff slot.
Sure.
Not the play-in. What am I thinking? Not the play-in tournament. The wild card. I think that,
I mean, they might need a plan, but
no, I like Murray. I really do like Kyler Murray. I like his skill set. He'll be able to move. He hasn't grown 3 or 4 inches, but I like his skill set. Just being a small quarterback. I think he'll be able to move. I think his advantage is he'll be able to move and make accurate throws. And I'm interested. I'm eager to see what they do with what he does with the nice core receivers. I don't think he had a nice core receivers in Arizona, so we didn't see the best of them. What do you think, Pax? What's your thoughts on Kyler?
I am not a fan of Kyler Murray. I think that he is an amazing talent who underserves himself. I feel like that he chooses the video games over bettering himself, and I get frustrated with that type of talent. That being said, I mean, my question, as you posed it, I wonder if did they announce this right away because JJ McCarthy is actually becoming a little bit of a cancer.
Probably.
And I ask that question because when you heard him talk about, when you heard that interview between both Kyler and McCarthy a few months ago, and it seemed like
he wasn't happy that there was another quarterback in the room. Would you?
Yeah, it was like Kyler Murray was saying all the right things, and JJ McCarthy was like, "Yeah, it's just like having another guy there. We're on different sides of the room and stuff like that." It was very
well, here,
telling.
This way people know what we're talking about. Here you go.
It's been like with Kyler so far?
It's just like two guys in a classroom. He sits on one side, I sit on the other side, and it's the coach's responsibility to teach us and coach us.
Is there any awkwardness like between you two?
Awkwardness, it's just like the same feeling, when you're in high school and there's another person on the other side of the room. That's just kind of how it is. So I wouldn't say there's any awkwardness.
Your relationship with JJ to this point?
It's been great. Obviously, I know he's a younger guy, so any way I can help him. Obviously, I feel like I've played 7 years now, going on 8. So I'm considered a veteran, even though I don't see myself as that. Give him any knowledge that he needs. Again, we're both competitors, and I know we both want what's best for the team.
Has he been receptive to hearing criticism?
Of course. Yeah, he's overly acceptive, and he's always communicating, asking questions, stuff like that. So it's been good.
Clear distinction between a veteran and a second-year guy, who hasn't done what he wanted to do in his rookie year. Clearly, a clear distinction. And I'm surprised by JJ not being more aware of the situation. Like, it's just like a guy in high school sitting across. What are you talking about, JJ? Like, you're supposed to have better awareness of the competition that you're in at this point, big guy.
Not only that, but where is your PR team getting your guys ready to stand in front of a camera? Like,
well,
you know these questions are coming. There's no way that a team's PR group isn't like, when this comes.
That's a fantastic point, Bo. Did they throw him out there with no prep so he can hang himself?
I mean, if they did him dirty, because that PR team should have been like, hey.
That speaks to what we're seeing here. Like, you're not going to prep up your young guy? That's a great point, Bo. And I'm not sure I'm appreciating the Minnesota administration for allowing them to go out there and do that. That I didn't even consider that. I didn't even consider that. You got to coach your young guy up, and you're not coaching them up. That's a bad look. I mean, that you just played the clip, and you see a veteran versus a second-year guy. You see,
and it's not like you expect him to answer all these things as a polished guy, right? Like, he is new to the league, and. But some of these questions are coming. Right?
He's been a what do you call it? The NCAA championship quarterback. You've been in press rooms before. You've been in press conferences before. You've been in press conferences where you were the guy and where you weren't the guy. At the same time,
your team's PR group should have been like, "Hey, these questions are gonna happen."
Very much so.
I certainly
agree with you on that point, but. To buffer some of their thought process is he's been in big situations like this. Isn't new to him. So
sure, but that's like saying somebody coming to your business worked in a similar industry, and you're not going to give them any prep for something is coming. Come on.
I don't disagree with that, Bo, but at the same time, to their defense, I'm thinking what they're thinking is, he's been through this before. He went through the whole tournament, college football tournament, press conferences.
So here's the thing, though. You literally have a guy that's paid to do nothing but player development.
Yeah,
that's his job.
He wasn't. I don't know if maybe he doesn't start to the full season, to the actual season starts. I don't know, because they didn't help him out. They didn't help him out right there. That was pretty shady. that was pretty shady for you. Great call on
I will tell you that I don't think that that's somebody who should be on the team that's doing that and prepping him. I feel like that's his agent. His agent or his manager should absolutely have prepped him for these types of questions.
Oh, for sure.
That's not the team to do. I
think
understand, like the team. It's the team to do when it's in season, and there are questions that are going to come that are relegated to what's going on with the team in the middle of the season, and you are the starting quarterback. That's when your prep guy should be prepping you to speak. When you have a situation similar to that, I feel like that's the agent and the manager, because ultimately you're expecting, listen, when he was winning the national championship with Alabama, he didn't sound that way. He didn't sound salty. It didn't sound like he had to play on, had to work on Christmas Eve. You know what I mean? It did like, you know what I mean? It did.
I mean,
like I said, I know because I sounded salty on there. I know I felt it. Cam is right. I was a little salty with that.
Yeah.
I'm hearing salt from J.J. McCarthy there.
For sure.
Well, yeah, the salt is they drafted him early and then gave him 1 year and then brought a quarterback in to take his position. Yeah, I'd be a little salty too. But
I mean, he's had two, right? Like he was behind Darnold because he got hurt, and then last year he got hurt. Or I mean, the year before he got hurt. So I mean, he's going into year 3.
Oh yeah, I mean, he has reason to be salty, but
no, he doesn't. He has reason to be salty with himself.
Yeah, he can look in the mirror. I mean, he had the opportunities, but injuries and whatever the case may be. I think Kyler was a better decision. And maybe if nobody looks at that clip that Bo just played, maybe somebody talks to McCarthy next season about coming and joining our quarterback club. Tua Tagovailoa or Michael Penix? Which one? Who's going to be the starter down there in Atlanta?
I think they're both going to start 8 games, and then whoever their third stringer is going to get one.
The third stringer is going to get a start too?
Yeah, because both those guys get hurt every year.
Yeah, that's 8 games is high for Tua though.
Well, I didn't say in a row.
Okay.
Like you're going to get 8. You don't get to pick which ones.
Wasn't the other quarterback there in Atlanta though from Washington? Wasn't he the quarterback in Washington?
He was, and he had a fantastic season here.
Right,
fantastic season. Didn't he play there 3 seasons?
Yeah, I'm talking about his national. I mean, he went to the national championship game, and and then got drafted. Right, like it's always the what have you done for me lately? And then he did play at I forget the school he was at before, but I mean, yeah. So I mean,
the Huskies.
Yeah, but the only year he didn't get hurt was the national championship year. Every other year he's had some sort of injury, and
he actually got hurt in his national championship run as well. But
but not the same way. Like he had major injuries. Yeah.
He was able to, I wasn't a big fan of Penix. I thought Penix lost. Penix was playing for the Heisman Trophy, and with the Heisman Trophy on the line, the last 3 games of that season, he choked it out. He choked up the Heisman Trophy in that season. I didn't think Penix was going to be a good NFL quarterback, and now he's in competition with Tua Tagovailoa. That's evidence that he's going to be a good NFL quarterback.
If he can stay healthy, he'll be fine. It's just can he stay healthy?
I disagree. I don't think if he was 100% healthy, I think Tua is still a better quarterback than him. That's just Deshaun Watson. Will we see Deshaun Watson this season, or are they going to go with Deion Sanders in Cleveland?
I'll be honest. I think Deshaun Watson. If there's a quarterback that gets hurt somewhere, Deshaun Watson might be the guy who goes there.
Well, he has to prove that.
But I think Sanders actually wins the job.
Really?
Well,
yeah.
Here's Munkin.
Mention that Deshaun's is better.
Hold on. What was that?
So that's what I'm asking. Were you saying,
I said Deshaun's better.
Were you saying that he's gotten better since camp, or that he is better than Shador? I want to make sure.
I don't think I threw in there that he's better than Shador. I'm not sure I went that far, but I appreciate you trying to trap me in that shit. I would just say in general that they've all gotten better, and you've seen it. You guys are out there. You don't see the tape. That doesn't mean you see it, right? Did we look better? Yes. Were there a lot of reasons for that? Yes. Installs. Some banged up defensive players, right? That helps that. You're gonna be able to function better, right? You just are. Our operation was better. Our cadence was better. For the ones we jumped off sides, we got the defense to jump, which is part of it. Those are all little pieces that you just keep trying to stack. And I thought both played really well. I mean, after the first series that Deshaun went, Shador went in there and ripped the glance, ripped 3 or 4 throws and was confident. Had a good base underneath him, got the ball out. Like it was fun to watch, irrespective of the defense, just the decision making. And so, no, I wasn't saying he's better. Each of them are better at certain things than the other. That's just the way it is. All players have certain skill sets that they do, and they're all trying to maximize their strengths and minimize their weaknesses. That's what we're trying to do with every player.
So basically, they don't have a quarterback yet. And then to add insult to injury, I think it was yesterday, they actually ended up stopping practice early because they went to do goal line, and Shador's offense was false started 2 or 3 times in a row. And then Deshaun had a couple of incomplete passes and then a couple of offensive penalties as well. And so Monken reportedly threw his clipboard and was like, and we're done.
Let's try again tomorrow.
Yeah. So I don't think they have their quarterback of the future in the building, honestly.
He didn't talk about the future. He talked about right now.
No,
and it sounded like in that 20-minute diatribe that he tried to talk around the quarterback competition, he's saying that Sanders is winning. That's what I heard. Sanders is winning this competition.
Yeah, that's kind of what I heard myself.
Yeah, I mean, and they basically made Deshaun's contract for this year a signing bonus anyway. So most of his contract has already been paid out. So if they if Shador ends up winning the job, they already paid that money, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And that's the only reason he's actually getting time is because that contract is already paid for. And
so
if anything out of him.
The thing that is interesting about it is Deshaun is getting most of the first team reps. Shador is getting a couple of them sprinkled in. He's primarily second and third team with Gabriel. So almost all of the first team reps are going to Deshaun.
Number 67, Gabriel.
Exactly.
Can't even get him a number with under 20. If I was Gabriel, I would pull myself out of that mix. I wouldn't even be I understand that you're in an NFL camp, and I guess that's what you need to be at, just to hopefully that somebody sees you enough and says, "Hey, we want to take you off of the practice squad because it looks like that's where he's going to be."
They'll probably.
Or he's going to. Well, I mean, he's going to be the emergency quarterback. I guess he could still fall into that category, or don't they have like 18 other quarterbacks in there?
If you listen to what Bo's saying, Deshaun might be on the blocks, and then there's a spot for Gabriel to step up and be the backup.
Well, no, I think they trade Gabriel. I think they get him out of the building. But
and I think Deshaun gets traded only if there's a quarterback that gets hurt.
Yeah. And only I mean, I don't know that he gets traded either way.
I don't know if anybody's gonna pick him up.
That's the other question.
I can imagine him being somebody high on somebody's priority list.
So I can see
But
I could see someone getting Gabriel over Deshaun because you're picking him up as a backup somewhere, whereas Deshaun, I mean, he hasn't played particularly well in 5 years. He's had a couple of games that like were decent.
Yeah, that's why I don't see that's why I don't see anybody picking him up. And I don't see if he doesn't work out in Cleveland this season. I don't see him being on somebody's bench. Just as you mentioned, he hasn't played 5 years. There's a lot of history there. I don't see anybody picking him up if he doesn't play for Cleveland.
All right, so here's the one spot I think.
I could see a team like Atlanta picking him up because they have 2 injury-prone quarterbacks.
See, I look at it the opposite way. I look at if Kyler Murray gets hurt. I think that you already know that J.J. McCarthy's not going to be your guy, and that you would take the chance on Watson.
Wow.
That would be an interesting quarterback room to have Watson and Kyler.
Well, you're saying Kyler.
Well, yeah, but you only have it for a year, and it's only because of injury.
Yeah,
like that's what I'm calling it. I'm not calling out. You're not bringing him in there arbitrarily. Like it's like if Kyler Murray was to get hurt and miss any significant amount of time. I mean, Deshaun Watson's got this year left, right? That's it.
No, I think he has one more.
No, this is it. The Watson's contract. It's this year.
I thought they did a restructure, which is how they got it.
I don't think they restructured. I could be wrong. I don't know if they did it within the last week or two. I don't know. Why would you restructure this year?
Cap space. I mean, that's why you do that.
Yeah,
but that's the only. That's like I don't even see like even if Miami.
It was restructured but not extended. So
what? They got a few. I mean, how is it restructured? I don't get it because they still owe them. They still owe them that $202 million or whatever it was.
It's $44 million this year. So there's a potential bonus for 27, but his contract is done at the end of this season. So
got you.
But they did ultimately do a restructure, which is how they got it as a bonus instead of having it throughout the season. So most of this contract was front loaded for this year.
Got you.
Yeah, we don't have Captain Google here.
Oh,
it's all right. I know how to use Google on my phone too, so it's cool.
If I may ask, guys, what do you expect from Jaden Daniels and the Commanders this season?
I don't expect a ton. Like I expect him to be better, but
are they going to be in playoff contention?
No,
the Commanders will not be in playoff contention. Says Bo on August 12th, 2026.
No, because they're not winning their division, and they're not
winning their division. If they're going to be in playoff contention.
I know, and I was going to answer if you let me. They're not going to win their division, and there's too many other good teams in the NFC. Like they're not going to be there. You got 3 teams potentially out of the West. You have probably 2 teams coming out of the North.
I think that they will be in contention for the 7th spot. I think that they are going to make it to about week 15, and then they'll be out.
So Jaden Daniels, yeah, that sounds like a decent season coming back from Jaden Daniels. Then.
No, I think that the problem with Jaden Daniels is that he's the youngest guy on a very old team.
Mm-hmm. Well, they were old a couple years ago. Yes.
Well, they were old. They were the oldest team in the league last year.
Exactly.
So I feel like that's the problem, that they have to go through a full revamp, and I don't know that they have. He's got a good enough talent that he's going to win some games for them, and ultimately it becomes a matter of how many games is he going to be able to win. If he can win more than like 5 or 6 games himself, then yeah, they have a better shot to make it to the playoffs. Short of that, I don't think that they do. I think that they are, they're a team that's going to be in the lower end of the mix. Like they're going to be in the bottom side of that list of teams when you see it like, oh, hey, these are the teams that are competing. And about week 15, they'll be off of that list. Week 16.
Interesting. Well, that's a competitive season for them. Interested to hear you say that. Yeah.
Well, I wasn't saying they were going to be a 4-win team. I'm just saying that.
Well,
so how about this? The funnier question is,
they'll be in contention. I think they'll be in contention. I don't think they'll win their division.
They'll be in the conversation. They're just not going to. They're not going to get it.
5-win team. You had them win 5 or 6 games this season. The way you respond.
No, what I'm saying is they don't have a real shot at the playoffs. You have maybe 2 teams that can come out of the North. You have 2 other teams in that division that can come out. Cowboys might have a shot at the playoffs. You have 3 from the West. There's only 7 spots.
I think that
they went to the conference championship. 2 years ago, they went to the conference championships. So to say that to have the playoff is not far-fetched.
No, and that they'll be in the conversation, but they're not. They're not a contender.
Okay.
How about which I found even more surprising? Colin Cowherd has chosen. Now, like I said, you could think of him however you want. He's chosen the Giants to be the number 2 team in that division.
I'll make my picks and projections will come out on my show next week. I'm making picks and projections. So Giants at number 2 in the division. Interesting.
The Giants will be interesting. They'll be an interesting team.
Giants, I'm eager to see the Giants actually. Yeah. The Giants number 2 in the division. Who would I have number 2 in that division? And it's not the Giants. It's not the Giants. I'll leave it there.
Yeah, I mean, I got the Cowboys there, except I was on an Eagles show that I just wanted to rib them a little bit. And I told them that the Cowboys were going to win that division.
hey, you might not be wrong.
Well, they can.
They got as good a chance as any, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, as good a chance as the other 3 teams, and they're in the division. You're right.
Yeah, so, I mean, what do we expect?
Hey, if we look at it like that, there's everybody's got a 1 in 4 chance of winning the division.
Well, that's how some people look at it. Some people. What do you expect? Are the Eagles going to win their division? Are the Eagles going back to the Super Bowl?
I'm nervous about the Eagles winning the division too early. I think that they could win the division by week 12 or 13.
So they may win it. They may win it, have it won by Christmas Eve, and you might not have to go to work that night. How about that?
I still have to go to work is the problem. That's the issue. If they won the division and that game don't mean squat, then it doesn't matter. I still got to go to work.
You chose your profession, big fella.
Hey, I understand. I get it. But I didn't make the schedule.
Those are fun days. I don't understand you the frustration.
He wants to hang out with his kid. Like, I don't know how that's hard to figure out.
On Christmas.
Don't go to work. Stay at home. You can do it. You can do it.
Okay, got it. I'll listen to that advice.
Hey, you the one complaining about having to go to work. Stay at home, man.
Everybody complains about going to work. Doesn't mean you're not going.
Everybody doesn't complain about going to work. Everybody.
Okay, well, maybe you're a unicorn and you don't, but just about everybody else I've ever met has complained about going to work at some point.
Well, I have complained about going to work, but there's some work that you sign up for.
You know what? I got to agree with that. I'm sure that you complain about a lot of things, Cam, because you've been on this show for just a couple of months, and I've heard you complain about a good amount of stuff.
I've never said I don't complain about it. But if you choose to do something, enjoy it instead of being frustrated when you walk out the door.
Hey, listen, I love my work. I love what I do. I don't get, and I don't know anybody else who loves their work as much as I do. So we could talk about this. It doesn't mean that I don't get to complain about the fact that I got to work on Christmas Eve. Listen, I'm good friends with the Santa Claus, the Philly Santa. You know what? He can't show up to work that day because he's supposed to be working another place. So if he shows up to that game, we got some issues.
I mean, even if we take what we're doing, like there's been games headed to Seattle. I love stepping in the arena every time. But there's some days that you're driving there, you're like, oh man, I'm driving all the way here and we're probably going to get blown out of this one. I mean, you're not sad you're there. You're just like, I want to see a win.
Don't understand the complaint, man. Sorry.
Sure.
What players are you guys excited to see this season? Are you guys excited to see this? Are you guys excited to see Jordan Love? Not Jordan Love, excuse me. The Arizona running back, who some people have put him in the same breath as Eric Dickerson or Marshall Faulk. Do you guys agree with that projection?
I think he's going to have a season closer to Genty than anything, just because that offensive line isn't great. But he's going to be a fantastic talent, no question.
A fantastic talent. Is that the same?
Just because you don't have a great rookie campaign doesn't mean you're a bust or something. I mean, you can only do what is open in front of you if you're a running back. There's not a lot of Barry Sanders out there.
So you think Genty is going to have a resurgence?
I think he'll have a better year than he did last year. No question.
Oh, that's not tough. I mean, that's not tough, is it? Is that tough to?
I mean, you're asking, is he going to be an all-world beater? No, not in year one. He's not.
Yeah, I can't say that he's going to be LaDainian Tomlinson. And if he is, all of a sudden, the Arizona Cardinals are a much better team, and they have a better chance of getting into the playoffs and winning that division. A good running back right now will make that team more viable. Short of that, I don't suspect that you're going to see that either one of those things occur.
Okay. You say, wow, you went way too far to say that he can give him a chance to win the division. Woo.
Well, if he has if he comes out looking like LaDainian Tomlinson, Marshall Faulk, if he comes out looking like any one of those guys that you mentioned, all of a sudden, Arizona's viable.
Did you guys see that? And that was kind of my surprise. I was blown away by the comparisons that they given this guy. I didn't see Marshall Faulk. I didn't see a LaDainian Tomlinson. They're talking about they're comparing this guy legitimately. All jokes aside, the comparisons I heard were Marshall Faulk and Eric Dickerson. I did not see that. I didn't watch Notre Dame every game. Watch some of them in the playoffs. I did not see Eric Dickerson or Marshall Faulk. I'm sorry, Bo. What did you say?
He was putting up numbers in college. That's why they're making these comparisons. The thing is,
he wasn't putting up Marshall Faulk numbers. He wasn't doing that.
I mean, he
was putting up those in college. He was putting up those types of numbers. But here's the problem. So you could make any comparison you want, but on the Cardinals this year, the only player that you're going to be able to compare him to have the type of season that Marshall Faulk or Eric Dickerson would be is comparing him to Barry Sanders, because he would need to have that type of mobility and motion to be able to beat the defense, because I don't think that their offensive line is strong enough to be able to create holes. So that means he would have to create his own holes, which means that he's going to be doing a lot of dancing. And the best dancer there was Barry Sanders.
Yeah, and that's why I made that comparison. There's just not a lot of Barry Sanders out there. And I expect him to have a rookie season closer to Genty just because they don't have a great offensive line.
I think he'll have a better rookie season than Genty had. Number one, because he can catch out the backfield. So being able to catch out the backfield, now he's not.
Yeah, he'll have more all-purpose yards. Sure.
You know what? Maybe a much better comparison is Brian Westbrook.
Okay.
I think that he is Brian Westbrook because he can catch the ball out of the backfield.
You just reduced a guy to a kick returner.
Brian Westbrook for 3 years had the most yards, most on-field yards out of everybody in the NFL, and that was for 3 years running. And that was a running back, pass, as a receiver and as the kick returner. So yeah, you're saying he's a kick returner. He was much better than that.
Brian Westbrook was a great player. He was a kick returner that they put in the backfield. They got some production out of him. They got a lot of production out of him.
Lots of production.
They got 3 seasons out of him. Brian Westbrook was a great punt returner. I'm not trying to shit on him at all. They just put him in the backfield because they didn't have anybody, and he was able to produce from that field. I think Jeremiah Love is going to be a better running back than Brian Westbrook. I certainly think the Arizona Cardinals think he's going to be a better running back.
We're talking about year one. We're not saying his whole career, man.
He just gave Brian Westbrook a career. Brian Westbrook as a rookie.
I'm talking about. We're talking about year one here. We are talking about year one.
We're talking year one, man. We're not talking his whole career. Let's see if it translates to the NFL first.
Pags just gave me Brian Westbrook in his career.
That's because you called him a punt returner. So he's trying to justify his comparison because you called him a punt returner. Are we listening to the same conversation?
Hold on.
Man.
It's definitely about that time.
I mean, we are at the top of the hour. We appreciate everybody tuning in today. Be sure to like and subscribe. And of course, we do have some smooth jazz coming up next if you're listening on 97.3 ICU Radio. And I have not watched any of the Hard Knocks. I don't have the HBO streaming action. So not yet. I'll wait till it's pirated on YouTube.
Just for giggles and grins, Brian Westbrook had 2 careers where he rushed over 1,000 yards. 2 seasons where he rushed over 1,000 yards in 8 years. His first year as a running back, he gained 193 yards. Okay,
right. It's his first year, but when he had those 2 years, over 1,000 yards, how many receiving yards did he have for both of those years?
Receiving yards.
He had like 2,200 yards one season.
He had 699. His highest receiving yards was 699 and 771.
Those 2 years. Those 2 years, right? Because he was also then the punt returner because he had like 2,200 total yards.
He was a punt returner. That's what I said to you. He was only thrown in the backfield because they didn't have anybody, and he was able to produce. He produced 2 years. Brian Westbrook was a punt returner, and to compare him to Jeremiah Love, shame on you, buddy. Shame on you.
And now that
I'm expecting a better season than a punt returner. So,
and now that your pulse is high, we're gonna slow it down with some smooth jazz coming up next. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Take it easy, everybody.
Peace.